Hey, good people. This is Struggling with Diabetes, and we're standing tall. Welcome to What's Up, Doc. Listen, I don't know if you've seen my vid on checkups and follow-ups. There's my latest one where I went to see my primary care physician, and he did inform me, looking over my lab reports, and he saw that I had done a remarkable job with various areas of my health, like my kidneys, my glucose levels, my blood pressure. I still got to work on the blood pressure. What else? I think those were the main ones. Of course, cholesterol, triglycerides and whatnot, HDL and LDL. But I wanted to focus on one thing today in this few minutes we're going to look at, and that is blood pressure, because that is so important, and it is like a quiet riot with a lot of individuals, especially over the age of 50, really over the age of 40. But I'll say over the age of 50 because I know so many people in my demographic age range where they have high blood pressure. And some of them, matter of fact, some of them don't even know they have high blood pressure, and I see the way, no judgment, first of all, no judgment at all. This is all about, trying and striving to do the right thing so that we can live the right way. So you have to watch what you eat. You have to watch a lot of things. Stay cognizant of those things. Don't just eat willy-nilly, eat all of the wrong food, especially processed foods. After a certain age, you got to leave that alone. Remember, that's for young folk. That's not for us folk. Leave that processed food, all of it, alone. That stuff that's in a bag, you buy in a bag, open it up and just start eating it. It's not good for you. But what I want to talk about is blood pressure. What do I do to kind of regulate or try to, make sure I manage my blood pressure in a good, sustainable way? Meaning something that I could do consistently and ongoing, because a lot of things that we do, sometimes it takes almost not too much work, but you have to write it down, you have to log it, you have to, follow up, and, but some things that you can do, those simple things you should do. Here's a very simple thing that you should do to manage your blood pressure. This is what I do, and it helps. Believe it or not, it helps. And that is drink water. I know you was thinking I was going to say some magic potion or some magic vitamin or different vitamin or mineral or whatever, but it's not that. It's not in that. Now, this is what I do. Okay, so water in the morning, first thing in the morning. You drink, you get up in the morning, you rehydrate. I don't say hydrate, I say rehydrate your body with a liter of water. Why do I do that? Because this is what it does. For me, it does three things. One, after you wake up and your body has been at a rest state, for several hours, you have to rehydrate it. And so water, first thing in the morning, it does that. It gets the blood, it kind of dilutes the blood a little bit, and that helps your blood pressure as well as your glucose level. Because what happens overnight, you have what's called the dawn effect with your liver giving, your body that boost of energy it needs through sugar. And so you have to regulate that. And a lot of times when you dilute your blood with water, then it keeps that balance. That balance also works with your blood pressure, because it's balancing the fluids that are in your body. All of it, it's factual. It's factual. I'm not telling you anything that I think may work. Well, I know it works for me. I think it may work for you. I know it works for me because I've done it and I continue to do it. Once I find something that works, I go with it. It's helpful. And what is water? You see what I'm saying? So no, the first thing in the morning, I know some of you may want to get some coffee. You may want to drink a hot tea, or you may want to get, whatever the case may be. But the simple thing to do and the most effective thing to do is get and drink some water. Water. And you do that enough times, you will instantly start seeing results. Make sure you get a blood pressure cuff. Make sure I have a video in this playlist of Wassup Doc of different devices that I would suggest you get. I have those, like a scale. I have a food scale, a body scale, a blood pressure cuff. I have the Libre 3 Plus. I have the Omnipod. All of those things. There's a video that I have me going over those things, and maybe you should check that out after this one. If not, you go ahead and just do your own due diligence and look it up. But if anything you want to do, you want to drink water. Lower that blood pressure, man, because I'm telling you, that's a silent killer. It creeps up on you. And the reason most people don't really do anything about high blood pressure is because, one, they don't know they have high blood pressure. They don't know they have high blood pressure. Two, it's not inconveniencing them. You don't feel an intrusion. You don't feel it's evasive. You don't feel that it's coming against anything you're doing. So it's like, out of sight, out of mind. But know this, high blood pressure is a silent killer. You don't want that. And you don't necessarily have to die. And I don't mean to sound morbid, but it's the truth. You don't have to die. You could have a stroke. You don't want that. You don't want any of that. And not saying this is the end all be all, but it's like being in the middle of the ocean. And I'm going to leave you with this. It's like being in the middle of the ocean, the water, and you can see land nowhere. You're in the middle and you can't see land anywhere. And you say, okay, I got to get to land because soon I'm going to be out of energy. I don't have any food, and then I'm going to perish. So you guess at which direction land is. You can't see it, no direction, you can't see it, but you start going in a direction, just to go in that direction, and you keep hoping, I'm going to get there, I'm going to get there, I'm going to get there. Now the thing is, the truth of the matter is, you may get there, but then there's a possibility that you may not get there. Now how about this scenario? In that same situation, but land is in a certain direction. You know the direction land is in. You still can't see it, but you know the direction. Are you going to go in the opposite of what you know? You're going to go in the direction that you know, although you can't see it, but you know it's there. You believe it's there. And you're going to keep going until you get there. Because although you may be tired, you may be fatigued, you may be worn out, you may be all of that. That may be true. But at best, you'll get there tired, fatigued, hurting, and everything else. You'll get to land. The other way, you may get there and you may not. I'm not sure of those odds. So that's like high blood pressure. You know you have it, but just because you don't feel it's doing anything, You believe you could just keep doing what you're doing, eating the way you eat, living the way you live, all of that. You may survive a year or 2 or 5 or 10 or 15 or 20. Then you may not. But how about you have high blood pressure and you start doing things to mitigate the possible damages of long life, or living long, having high blood pressure for a long period of time, and then the damages that it will produce. So I'm not trying to scare. I don't want to scare anyone. That's not my idea. My idea isn't to scare. My idea is to help. Remember, my motto is no hype, no hyperbole, no hype, no filters, just help. And that's what I'm about here at strugglingwithdiabetes.com.